The wonderful part of surrogacy is you're never giving anything away, you are giving back. The moment when the child goes into the parent's arms is the most beautiful thing, and that's what the intention of surrogacy is to create families. My name is Sarah Williams, and I live in Stowe, Vermont. I am in the process of my second surrogacy journey with Vermont Surrogacy. The first surrogacy journey was wonderful. It was with a single mother, and we were able to bond over both of us having that sort of experience in our life. She was going to raise the child by herself, and I had been raising 2 children myself. I'm really excited about this journey. It is 2 gentlemen, and they live in Connecticut, and we've really bonded over email, and we've been able to do several Zoom calls just when we were matching, and I can already tell it's going to be a deep friendship going forward. The number one question we get is, why are you doing this, and how can you give up this baby? Imagine that your best friend or your sister or your brother, their only desire in this world is to have a child of their own. They've wanted it since they were young. They've wanted it. They've just always known it's something that was going to be something that enriched and gave their life incredible joy. I wanted to become a surrogate so that others had the joy and wonder of having children as well. A lot of individuals think that the baby is mine, and through fertility and IVF, a lot of times it is either the intended parent's eggs or it's through a donor program, and then from there the embryo is implanted. The embryo is never mine, it is always the intended parent's. So when you have this child, or belly buddy that we like to call them, the moment that the child is born and put into the intended parent's arms is magical, because you've been holding on to this being for them, and they're finally able to have their child in their arms. It has been such an incredible experience working with Jess and Mo and Eric at the Vermont Surrogacy Agency. It has made the process of being a surrogate that much easier. When there's a lot of legal jargon or IVF fertility information out there, when you're trying to understand the different ways and new ways of communicating with intended parents or doctors, when you have questions or when something doesn't make sense, it is invaluable to be able to reach out with a text message or an email or anything to an individual and be able to work through that process. And Vermont Surrogacy has been that for me. I just got chills when thinking about seeing the baby with their parent for the first time. It is one of the most incredible feelings when the child is brought into the world and the parent whom has been imagining this day for years and years after heartache or inability to have their own children, and the child is put into their arms, is a feeling that you really can never explain. It is pure joy. It is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see.